In Vanuatu's harbourside capital, Port Vila's handful of tall buildings are cracked and broken. It's unclear exactly how many people are in the rubble, but some are alive.
The biggest building we've got is 6 stories in Vanuatu. So the main one, the primary one that pancaked down, that collapsed downtown, was only 2 stories, but it had a central slab in the middle. And what it's done is it's cantilevered across, and it's actually crushed 4 vehicles. Unfortunately, there were people that I know. I had friends that passed away in there that were trapped there.
Vanuatu-based businessman Glenn Craig says rescuers are communicating with several trapped survivors. Locals have the equipment to shift rubble, but a complex rescue operation needs outside help. Medical aid is needed as well to help treat the significant number of injured.
So we've got anywhere between 50 and 60 so far that we know of that are what we class as serious, and so that's a bit more than our hard-working health system can cope with.
International help is starting to arrive, including Australian search and rescue teams.
The tallest building is actually, sorry, I can hear there's an aircraft just coming into land now. I can just see it coming across the harbour. So we've got our first response aircraft just coming in as we're talking to you.
It's peak holiday season and Vanuatu is flooded with tourists. Sydney sisters Bianca and Gemma Robertson were on Iririki Island, just off Port Vila.
When the earthquake hit, we were actually sitting just over here, just by the pool. I was in the bathroom and the door handle started to rattle a bit, and I just thought it was somebody trying to come into the bathroom stall. And as soon as I opened the door, I just saw the chaos that it caused. It was like an eruption. The floor was shaking, everyone was tripping over because we couldn't hold balance, tiles were breaking. The pool turned into a wave pool. I ran straight over to Bianca and then just tried to help who I could. It was just crazy, and then as soon as everything settled, we just had to go up to the highest point to then wait to see if there was a tsunami coming, and that was about 3 hours of sitting in 30-degree heat in the sun.
When the quake struck just before 1 p.m. yesterday, Glenn Craig was at lunch with his wife inside Vanuatu's tallest building, the 6-storey Grand Hotel. They tried to run to safety.
The wave of the energy just picked us up and threw us down the steps. And the whole pool came out over the top of us because it just emptied the pool, and then you've got tiles breaking and smashing and going 10 metres in the air and windows breaking, and it was pretty horrific. And then in 30 seconds it was over.
Journalist Whitnall Benko Tor was standing in a line waiting to pay his electricity bill.
All of a sudden, then it came and shook the building from side to side, and everyone just running to the doors.
Most of the casualties were in the nearby streets.
People working in shops and visiting shops. Some, my mate that passed away had his vehicle parked out front and unfortunately trapped and passed away in his vehicle. And it's they'd run small businesses or working in the shops or just on their lunch break. And, it happened, at the end of a busy lunch period. It was like everyone's getting ready for Christmas.
The quake knocked out power and Port Vila's drinking water supply. On Iririki Island, power and water have been restored, although tremors continue. But repair work is underway, and outside of central Port Vila, the damage appears relatively minor. Glenn Craig thinks the disaster will be compounded if tourists stay away.
So we are really pitching people give us 24, 48 hours, don't cancel your holiday. Check with your hotel and resort when comms come on tomorrow. They'll be inundated, so just give them a couple of days. And I'm picking that by Saturday, things will be back to a sense of normality for tourists to arrive.
Vanuatu has been hit for so many years now with natural disaster, and we were quick to recover. So this is going to be a quick one. We're going to recover